She ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz with this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, man, that gets a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof. I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. For
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs
and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A gain of 3, second down.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. It's a 19-yard punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Miles Sanders first carry of the game, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The Chiefs are going to get him.
It's also a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Edwards-Helaire. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man is Duvernay. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
No score.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Hurts. This will be caught at about the 6. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas
Robert
City.
Tonyan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
It's the score, Chiefs 7, Raiders 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. Decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Around 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to look.
This one's tipped and intercepted. John Brooks with it. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
At the 14-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The tackle made.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the Raiders' 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Chiefs. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Lining up for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
For Kittle here, it's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
8-yard pickup.
It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flush to his right. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Sly on for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Raiders nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. One incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he will hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Taken about 7 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Well, the second down throw on target. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Herbert on third down now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here.
They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and
a rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And they give this time to the tailback. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Come on, boys. Come on.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them so they keep handing it to him.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. What a spin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Another run with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Carrier. The tackle by Avante Maddox. The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And Herbert has thrown an interception. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up.
There he goes left side.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the
interception. The Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Raiders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they're talking about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one